Boggo Road Gaol was Australia's most notorious prison. It closed in 1992 after 119 years of operation. The prison was divided into two main divisions. Number 1 Division, built in 1883, housed male prisoners only, and Number 2 Division, which was built in 1903 and became the state prison for women, operated 80 cells until 1921. If the research compiled by Jack Sim is to be believed, Boggo Road Gaol is haunted by, at the very least, 13 distinct entities or phenomena. Let's start with the cemetery fog, a thick, white, curling fog that rolls over the top of the southern wall of Number 2 Division from the nearby South Brisbane Cemetery. It is said that if a prisoner, but not a guard, comes into contact with the fog, it leads to an extended bout of bronchitis and a protracted hospital stay. The A-wing haunted cell block that once housed the gallows is reputedly still visited by those that died by the hangman's noose. This particular piece of lore and haunting was enabled by the fact that graves were found under the exercise yard at the rear of the cell block in the early 1980s, when new plumbing was being installed. It later came to light that the graves were inhabited by plague victims and not those executed by the hangman. The last man hung at Boggo Road was reportedly serenaded to hell by the scream of a banshee, a news reporter and many witnesses to the execution confirming a loud scream just prior to the hanging. Cell F2 in Number 2 Division became infamous following the suicide of the Brisbane Arcade murderer. New occupants of the cell started to report sightings of Brown hanging himself from the rear of the inside cell door, his feet banging loudly against the metal whilst he gasped for air. Unexpectedly, animals as well as humans also passed away at Boggo Road Gaol. Tripod the cat, a feral, three-legged cat who was best friends with Dan Fritz. Dan was a well-known Number 2 Division hunger striker in the 1980s and is said to have received visits from Tripod on a number of occasions after she was buried in one of the gardens near its entrance, her limping figure distinguishable in any form. And it would seem that the ghosts of Boggo Road Gaol like to visit and assist the prison guards, as there have been multiple sightings of a mysterious night patrol ghost, a ghost guard. This apparition is cheekily known as the Warder of Number 2 Division. Multiple guards on duty at night in the towers have received ghostly phone calls. This playful spirit is a repeat offender, and the reason a number of new guards terminate their employment on day 2. And lastly, the most haunted place inside Boggo Road Gaol is the creepy BACKTRACK behind Number 2 Division. Black and white shadow people have been seen moving along this track by guards on the BACKTRACK and from the overlooking towers. A guard whistle has also been heard on numerous occasions, drawing guards on duty to its location. An officer has also been seen along this track carrying a rifle, dressed in a uniform reminiscent of the 1900s.